Honestly, if I can go back in time, I would have left it at the damn thrift store. It's different stages to this reselling shit, honestly. Athleta reigns supreme. To know, like, this shit is priority, okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viaglo. If you're new here, my name is Gloria, and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps, and I resell clothes and shit. That's exactly what I do. So today I'm going to be doing a ship with me video. I have quite a bit of orders from yesterday and the day before that I want to go ahead and ship out today. So I thought, why not film a video and show you guys what I'm shipping out and, you know, just chit chat with you guys. So let's get started. For the first thing going out are these Uggs. I believe these are like the moccasins, Dakota moccasins. I picked these up not too long ago, and I really wanted to keep them just because they're Uggs, but for some reason I couldn't fit them because they are a size too small for me. So I was just kind of like, I guess I'll sell them. But yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of them. They're gonna be going to a lovely new home, and you know, we love that. And I actually paid $3.80 for these, and they sold for $40 on Poshmark. It was through an offer. I had them listed, I want to say at like 55 initially, and then of course I worked my way down and we met at 40 with that offer they sent in. So after fees and cost of goods, I made a total of $28.20. So we love that. I actually want to put these in a new little box. I've never put shoes in here before. Let's see if they fit. Yeah, they fit. So gonna have these in there. So I'm actually just gonna use these ones so I don't have to sacrifice my time. And these are just the priority mail stickers. You can just slap these on regular priority or non-priority boxes or bags, but today we're gonna use it as a little adhesive, and that's okay because, you know, sometimes we got it all together and sometimes we don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this right on here. Sometimes I do like to put an additional sticker on, and since these are like fall themed stickers and I still have quite a bit left, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the outside as well. These are some LaFleur, I want to say, shoes. I've never sourced these before. I've never heard of this brand, but the style of them looked really nice, as well as the name. And then they were 100% leather. So I was just like, let me try them out. Now, they're not in the best condition, but you know, I just thought I'd test out the brand, and to be honest with you, I would 100% pick them up again. So these actually sold on Depop for $71.25. So what ended up happening was, if you watch my vlogs, I've actually stopped listing on Depop. So everything that's on Depop, I put it on a sale. Not like a super steep sale, but like the items that's been there for a little bit longer, I put them at like, I want to say 40 or 50% off. And then the items that, you know, are kind of closer to newer listings, I put them at 20 to 25% off. And yeah, that's just what I got going, just to kind of drive more traffic to my Depop, because it has been so incredibly slow over there. And y'all know I am a cross lister, so I cross list on 4 platforms, and to be honest with you, I really just wanted to take that aspect out of me wasting so much time with cross listing when I'm not really getting a reward at the end, which is more sales. So yeah, I think I made like 1 sale last week on Depop, and then this week, it is the beginning of the week, I made 2 sales, but I just don't want to waste any more time over there. So all right, so these are mailers that I actually got from Amazon, but anyway, so I sold these for $71.25 because it was on a 25% off sale, and I paid $6.55 for these, and I made a total of $57.58. So we love that. That was a pretty good profit. 100% will pick them up again. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a priority mail, just because this bag is a plain poly mailer. I still want them to know, like, this shit is priority, okay? So I'm gonna just put that on there. I need to look into maybe finding some boxes or something for shoes that I don't ship on Poshmark, because this is ghetto. All right, so the last pair of shoes I have are these Pleaser heels. My girl Alicia over at Murray Life told me about this brand and these style of heels. These are in fact stripper heels, and she told me that they do well, so I thought, you know, I'd test them out. And I had sourced them a little while ago and I completely forgot to list them, but you know, since I was on my little listing deal yesterday, I thought I'd go ahead and get them out the way, and I'm glad I did because they sold the exact same day. They got quite a bit of attention on Poshmark, and then they got a little bit of attention on Mercari, but I got a lowball offer, and then soon after that another person sent me another offer that was $10 more than the previous offer. And I figured since I had them listed at $42, which I thought was incredibly reasonable, that it would go for $42. But when she sent me the $30 offer, I ended up debating on whether or not if I want to counter and miss the sale or just counter, because I felt like I had already priced mine pretty low. And I did check out her Poshmark account, and she was in fact a Pleaser, I think these called Pleaser. She's a Pleaser heel reseller, so she's selling hers for like over $50, $100. So I'm sure she's just gonna flip these, and I'm okay with that because I'm making a good profit on it, so it didn't really matter to me, honestly, on whether or not I hold out for somebody that's going to pay me an additional $7. It wasn't that serious, so I went on and let them go. But I actually sold these for $35, and I paid $7.20 for them, so I made a total of $7.20 off of this sale. Are these going to fit in here? And they are. Oh, we love it. This is the last box that'll require me to use. Oh, baby, these are gonna be stuffed, child. I'm nervous. I am nervous. But yeah. So I probably would pick these up again, but honestly, I'll probably not settle for anything less. The only reason why I didn't have a problem with selling them for $35 is because the clear part on the heel looks a bit worn, but the bottom of the shoe and the sole of the shoe didn't. So that was the reason why I was just kind of like, So yeah, hopefully she likes them. I'm sure she's just gonna flip them, honestly. So y'all know how it is. I've been sourcing shorts because I'm gearing up to spring and summer, and it's just that time of season. So these are actually some Athleta shorts. Y'all already know I love me some Athleta. And these are just some regular Trekkie, I want to say, shorts. And I actually got these from the bins, which we love that. I paid $1.40 for them. They sold for $10, but after fees and cost of goods, I made a total of $3.93. So not my best sale, honestly. But since I got at the bins, there's really no sweat off my back. And these have been sitting for some time, and they are a older style. So I didn't want to hold on them too long because, for what? I had to learn that I cannot sit here and haggle over, $5, $6 on an item just because I feel like that's what the item is worth. When in fact I'm here to make money, So $4 or $5 on an item is not gonna hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm able to still source items that are of a higher profit margin and make more money off of those. So these are just some True Religion shorts. I was trying to check the pockets to make sure there wasn't no money in there, but I'm not about to open those. This was 100% a bad buy, but the plus is I got them from the bins, so it's not much of a loss there for me. So that's why I didn't mind letting these go. These also came through on an offer. I have Prime Lister, so they send out automatic 10% and $5.95 shipping, but the potential buyer sent me a offer of $15, and I accepted it because I only paid $1.40 at the bin. So I was just like, sure, why not? And I made a total of $10.60 off of this one. I feel like most of these sales are like average pricing. They're not like tippity top as much as I would like over that $30 threshold. But I feel like that is okay for the most part anyways, because they eventually all add up to a pretty good profit. So we love that. Y'all know I love me some Prana. Prana is starting to become one of my favorite brands to pick up. These are just their Haley pants. I've sold this exact pair of pants like 4 other times. And I've talked about it in, you know, plenty of videos, just because I feel like this is a great brand to pick up. You just have to be, of course, particular on which item you are picking up, because some items do a lot better, and I find that their bottoms do a lot better for me than their tops. So yeah, I try to just stick to their Haley pants. They don't go for much, but you know, it's still worth the pickup, honestly. So I sold these for $29 and they cost $7, and I made a total of $16.20 off of this item. Let me know down below if you pick up Prana and how's your sell-through rate with Prana, because mine is okay. Like, mine is okay. If I look back at it, I feel like Prana does fairly well for me, and the sell-through rate is pretty high on these pants specifically. So I'm gonna pick them up anytime I see them. $7 is a bit much to pay for them, but you know, I made a $16 profit, so I'm not gonna complain too much. So the next one is a pair of J.Jill pull-on pants. I've sold these, I think I only sold them once. I have picked it up out on a whim because I saw the sell-through rate was pretty high. So I was like, you know what, let me test it out. I didn't get much for them, but I feel like some items it's okay to still pick up if they're gonna flip for a quick profit, you know? So that's why I went on and got these again, and they did not disappoint. They literally sold within like 2 days of me listing them. And you know, you cannot beat that. Like, you cannot beat that. Let me know down below if you are a person that tries to also pick up items that just have a 100% sell-through rate, regardless of the profit margin you get. I mean, I do have my limits. Like, I know a lot of people talk about, like, I'll use this as an example, like LuLaRoe. They'll talk about like, oh, this specific style will sell for a lot. But I refuse to pick up LuLaRoe. I'm gonna be honest. I refuse to. But that's just my little nugget. All right, so I sold these for $25 and I made $20 on them. All right, so these are some new to me pants, if you will. These are the Piper by Smartpak. They're just some riding pants. I probably could have held out and got a little bit more for these, but I don't know, like, I really wanted to get on Poshmark's good side on the algorithm by accepting offers and countering and shit like that. So I try to make sure that I am not being greedy. I mean, for some items I'm gonna be greedy on, but for shit like this, I'm not gonna be greedy. This is my first time picking up this brand. I don't know, I'm not saying like the sell-through rate is like super high, but it did get a lot of attention on Posh and Mercari, so I think it's a pretty good style to pick up. Do you pick up riding pants? Because I think this is my first time doing so. These sold for $25, and I paid $6.55 for them, and I made a total of $13.45 after fees and cost of goods. I think I have these listed at like $35. I've been trying to get in the habit of like not marking up my items to a crazy amount in hopes of offers, just so I can still get people to engage with the item. because I feel like sometimes when you mark your prices entirely too high, people will just scroll past it because it's just kind of like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? So I try to work on that. Sometimes I still, you know, fuck up from here and there. I can't be perfect, because I feel like with some items you just genuinely want a certain amount for, and $1 or $2 is okay, but you know, if we talking $10, $15 difference, it's like, no ma'am, it's not happening. And I don't know, I feel like with newer items, newer brands, to me, I have a little more wiggle room, but anything else, not so much. All right, so these are some Spanx. Very basic. These are just like their regular like tummy control ones. I forgot the name. These actually sold on Depop. Pretty surprised about that sale, honestly. Y'all know I love me some Spanx, child, because Spanx just does amazing. But I've been noticing that it's kind of declining, which is really sad. It's starting to become oversaturated, so it's not as like super sought after as it once was. Certain pieces are, don't get me wrong, but the basics, not so much. And this is very much so a basic. But I still think I got a pretty good return on it. So these sold for $25.60. I only paid $3 for them, and I made a total of $20 and why am I taking this off? $20.04. I didn't pay too much for them. I'm gonna use this box. I enjoy this little cute box from USPS. I try to use it anytime I can. It's very rare, but I try to use it on like the baby things, or just like the things that are much smaller. So these are just some fig scrubs. You already know how I feel about figs. This is the first time that I was able to pick up a different color outside of navy blue. I feel like navy blue is the only color that I'm able to source, and that's in tops, that's in bottoms. I have yet to find like a different color. This colorway gives me very much so nurse. Like, I feel like the other colorways, I don't even think about a nurse, but this color is just like, it must be like Dr. Blue or some shit, because it looks just like how I would think a doctor's office is. Or should I say, did I say doctor's office? Is that the word that I'm looking for? Hospital. That's what this color is giving me. Very much so hospital. I mean, I guess technically that's a doctor's office. I don't fucking know. But yeah. So these sold. I definitely paid up for these, which I am annoyed about. So this particular year, I've actually started to just add up the price that I paid at the thrift store, and then just divide it by how many items I got, and then just do like an average price versus a you know, separate one. So some of these are just average prices, but it's still a little too much for my liking, honestly. So I ended up paying, so these sold for $28, and I paid $7.56 for them, and I made $13.12. So not the best. But if you know, figs don't really sell for that much, because they retail for a really affordable amount. They retail for like 30 to 50 bucks. So if you out here in these streets getting, you know, 40, 50 bucks for some used figs, tell me your goddamn secret, because I can't get it. So I average about $28 to $35 for my figs items, but I'm not one of those people that's able to get, like, you know, a higher amount for used figs. Maybe if it's like a special edition color, maybe that could be it. Oh, these are just some Athleta pants. I actually sourced these at the bins, and I was pretty happy when I found them, because, you know, we all know how the bins is. You know, you're not paying much for them, so whatever profit you get is going to be a pretty good profit for the most part. You already know I love Athleta. It doesn't perform as well as it used to for me, but she still performs, so I'm still a 10 because it's still one of those bread and butter brands for me, and I don't think I'm ever gonna stop picking it up. You know, of course there's certain styles I will pick up, but basics like this one, I'm probably not gonna stop picking up. So I actually sold these for $30 and I paid $1.30 for them. So I profited $22.70 off of them, and we love that. Let me know, do y'all still pick up Athleta? Because Athleta is my girl. Athleta, we're besties at this point, because I think I have the most Athleta items in my closet. Out of all the brands that I could have, Athleta reigns supreme. So we love that. The next thing to sell is another Athleta piece. This is just a Athleta dress. I definitely paid up for this, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is one of the items that I got at a thrift store, and I wanted to average out the price, because if I showed y'all how much I paid for it on its own, y'all gonna be like, girl, are you out your rabbit ass mind? So I just thought that going into 2022, I'll just average out my items per thrift store. Just makes it easier for my spreadsheet as well, especially now that I try to really hand select specific items and not just pick up whatever, you know. And you know, we all got to go through that stage of reselling where you just kind of pick up things that are cute, and then you pick up things that you know will sell, and then you pick up things that you know will sell for a higher profit, you know. So it's different stages to this reselling shit, honestly, because a year ago, y'all, I was flop city. I probably need to revisit a thrift haul from a year ago. I might end up doing that, honestly, because I think I had like 2 big thrift hauls from almost a year ago that I should revisit and just talk about. But yeah, this was just a nice little Athleta dress. So I actually sold this for $33. I do believe it came through on a offer to likers, and then they purchased it. So it was $33 and I paid $7 for it. So I made a total of $17.68 off of this. All right, so this is a J.Jill puffer. I feel like J.Jill and Athleta have been kind of frequent with this little ship with me. I picked this up because I thought it was a substantial piece. Honestly, if I can go back in time, I would have left it at the damn thrift store. I think I started this maybe like at $38, maybe $40, just because, you know, it's a substantial piece and it's in excellent fucking condition. However, it's just not giving what it needs to give. And I actually sold this for $26, y'all. And I paid $5.49. So I've only made a profit of $15.31. And honestly, that don't really sit too right with my spirit, because I feel like this was a good piece. This is one of those brands where you really just got to know the exact style that sells. Although I did check comps, and the sell-through rate on these were pretty good. That's why I was able to like price mine at $38, because I thought, you know, I was doing some with $38, but I guess not. And this is still in winter. Like, we are not even in spring yet. It did get attention, but I guess the girls just not paying up for J.Jill like they used to, which is completely okay. Do y'all pick up J.Jill, or y'all just leave it at the thrift store? Because I feel like it's brands. I probably should do a video, but it's brands that you pick up at the Goodwill bins, because they're not going to sell for a lot. And this definitely is one of those brands. All right, lastly, I've had this thing over a fucking year now, and I was so excited when I found it. I'm not sure if that haul is on my channel, but yeah, I found this and I was excited, and I was like, oh my god, Kabi, because at the time, you know, resellers were talking about this was a good brand. So yeah, so I picked this up and I was excited because it was like in a really good condition, and you know, I thought the style was a little weird, but you know, somebody is weird out there. And y'all, this thing sat and sat and sat. As soon as spring got here, I pulled all of my winter coats and everything off of my reselling sites. Looking back on it, that was not a good idea. I should have just kept that shit up, because it took more time to take them down and then relist them. But anywho, so I went on and did that, and I was gonna send it to spread up. And y'all know I was getting rid of a lot of my items because I just didn't want them anymore. Because they just have been sitting and I just felt like they were a bit of a waste. But I ended up saying, you know what, I'm gonna try to take these to a buy sell trade store and see if they'll accept it. And they didn't. So here I am. So these did not go for a really good price point like I would have liked, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I would ever go back to handwriting. Although I feel like it is an incredibly sweet gesture, I can't do it. I really can't do it because it's time consuming for me. And I also just don't wanna write when I can just put a nice little thank you sticker on the butcher paper. I'm still using the priority stickers as a sealant because your girl has ran out of tape. So I'm gonna be heading to the store right after this to get some more tape because this is high-key ghetto that I gotta use this. But honestly, I'm happy that I got them because, you know, it's pretty effective because they're still, you know, adhesive.